See, when I was coming through, it's called Parkview. And we didn't know too much about alternative school. We figured, well, if you got in a fight or got in trouble, you went there and you came back. But as that went on, as I got, like I said, I got older, I started to look back at this thing, and some of my friends that went to alternative school, maybe been a fight, maybe talking back or whatever it may have been. They got in trouble, they went to alternative school. Now, as time went on, they went to jail, went to prison. I can count 2 or 3 of them that I know firsthand that went there. Went to alternative school, then all of a sudden, the school, just the mental side of it in general just took them away and said, hey, this part of life now, this part of my environment. I know how to go inside a jailhouse now. I know how to be searched and stuff like that right there. And that's key. And I know, now I look back at it, I wish I could have said something then, but I didn't know. This has been an eye-opener for me. I have been awakened by this right now, by this incident with my son. Not pertaining to just for my son, but other black youth too. And if I can say that, any other black fathers out there, not the mother, the fathers, stand up for your sons or your daughters, because this is painful.
I missed the bus going to TCT because I stayed back and I was getting help for my math work with my math teacher or whatnot. So about the time I realized that the bus left already, I seen my friend getting in this car and I asked him for a ride, and he took me down there. Then when we got there, that's when everything just popped off. When the officer ran me my Miranda rights, I thought I was going to jail. And in the process of me thinking I was going to jail, because I know if an officer reads somebody their Miranda right, that 9 times out of 10 that they're going to jail. So for me to just have in my mindset that, hey, I'm just catching a ride with my friend to school, in reality, it turned out to be something totally different that my mind wasn't set up for. Baseball, that was good, taken away from me too. My senior year, I wanted to play baseball, and I had dreams and goals for playing baseball for Brian or whatnot, but that was taken away from me due to this situation. But even though due to this situation on my own, I still was going to Shelter State camps, and I caught the eye of attention of Coach Sproul over there at Shelter State. So moral of the story, it's just been making me go harder, motivational-wise.
I'm just looking at, from my father coming through the city school system, I come through the city school system. My son coming through the city school system. My girls came through the city school system. What have they been taught? If we can ask one of my daughters, what is such and such? I don't know. Listen to the kids, parents. Listen to them. And I say this again, black male men, stand up. Finally, stand up in your door and watch over your male kids, because that is our lifeline from here on through the history until we dead and gone. That's the lifeline that we got. Because if we don't stand up for them, they're gonna be in trouble. And the system is eating them up. It's honestly eating them up. And I speak my name, Corey Jones Sr. I'm sick of it. I'm awake now. But finally, I made the decision myself. I'm not gonna let my son not graduate. So from there, I went to homeschooling. And we was accepted into that program, homeschooling, to help him finish his education as a high schooler. And that was my decision to make upon that. And I'm glad I did. But I say this, and I say this right here, if we do a little bit more homeschooling with our kids and teach them the value, instead of holding them in there 8 hours or not doing nothing, but learning a penal system to go to the alternative schools and so on to that, they will learn a lot more, because you control the lesson that's being taught.